it's all misguiding us, and it's not our fault. We have just been doing the best that we can with all the information that we've been given. Luckily, we've been given the green light, the great unveiling, the truth, the unraveling, because, the spiritual texts all have deep, deep truths, but also tons of manipulation. And, nothing that is hidden will not be revealed. We are in the great revealing right now, the Redeemer, the redemption, like it is all happening. And if you hold the frequency and the remembrance, then you are well on the way to the new earth. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's actually really early. I've been up since about 5:30, so that means I slept well through the night and woke up naturally with the sunrise and things. So that doesn't happen too often, but it happens more and more as you get synced with the natural rhythms of the earth, the biorhythms. You disconnect from the stress, the matrix, all of the toxins and disruptions in your bodies, and literally all your bodies, the mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, etheric. But anyways, yeah, I am trying to download all my knowledge. I have so many insights that I wish I put into videos, because I have so many amazing downloads that I wish I could share, and I just don't do it because it's hard to get the camera and then put it into words. But I've really been thinking a lot lately about this way of life. What we have been programmed to think is the way of life. And everything is so backwards and so false. And we know this. We feel it deep in our bones every day. It's literally the movie The Matrix. You feel it in your bones. It's that splinter driving you mad. It's literally when you pay your taxes, when you go to school. You don't understand what is wrong, but there's something deeply wrong. And it's because it's the entire system. From our language, every word and syllable and sound we are uttering is actually manipulated. And our frequencies, our charts, everything that we have to guide us from, the shape of the earth to the astrological, everything is all somewhat, it's all misguiding us. And it's not our fault. We have just been doing the best that we can with all the information that we've been given. Luckily, we've been given the green light, the great unveiling, the truth, the unraveling, because, the spiritual texts all have deep, deep truths, but also tons of manipulation. And, nothing that is hidden will not be revealed. We are in the great revealing right now, the Redeemer, the redemption, like it is all happening. And if you hold the frequency and the remembrance, then you are well on the way to the new earth. And the frequency of remembering this is a game. Not only is this just a game, but you signed up to be here to play the game. And the more that you remember your power and you come online and you activate, the more everything just flows and comes to you, and you really realize you are the master of your universe. 333 on the clock. So we are the masters of our universe, and it's a harsh, sobering reality that you create everything in your reality. And it's not just you, it's a lot of it is unconsciously creating your reality through all the layers of programming. Literally, we are code. We are streams of code. We are consciousness having a video game experience like the movie The Matrix. We are in virtual reality. It is so real. It is that 3D real life experience, but we are getting to play the actual character in real time. And so there are many, many levels to this video game. And the hardest part of it is, how do you up level? You have to up level your video game. Just like in any video game, you have to pass tasks and 444 codes and get recharged in health and ask for help and guidance from helpers along the way. You have to beat certain levels to get access to the next levels. That is all happening here. And so the cool part of this is that once you start to purify your body, truly that's like the ultimate base must level, you come online. And then with the frequencies of the new earth and all the Schumann resonance, and the earth is also going through the great awakening, because this 3D matrix reality is actually a living conscious entity as well, and it's going through its own upgrades and awakening and remembering, as we are. We've been under hypnosis. And same for the planet, the planet. It is a plane et. It is an area with a dome covered over it for quarantine purposes. So we are in this section of the giant massive plane, and there are other worlds and realms outside of the dome we live in, outside of the ice wall, other lands, the unknown lands outside of this area. And then there's also dimensions. There's different dimensions. There's 12 plus who knows how many real different dimensions there are. And your consciousness is what dictates your frequency and allows you to understand more and unlock more of these levels. And so the levels are part of it. And why being sovereign on all levels is the ultimate goal is because you are taking control of your character. You are moving from the NPC to the actor to the actual producer, the writer, the choreographer of your reality. And then we live in a very lucid dream where we can create everything. And so that is what the new earth is us remembering the creator gods that we are, playing this game where we are the directors. We get to explore what happens next more. It's still the unknown, which is why it's so fun. It's the adventure. It's fun when you don't know what's going to happen, but your frequency dictates what's going to happen next. And once you remove the layers of subconscious programming and negativity and fear and lack and scarcity, deep, 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 it is so deep within the layers of our DNA, in every part of our body. And part of it, when you're eating animals, digesting more fear and adrenochrome of the suffering of these animals, you are also aiding and abetting more fear and misery in this planet, because as above, so below, as within, so without. You are what you eat. And what we do to one thing, we do to ourselves. So if you are contributing to that, it's just a program. You just think you need meat to survive, just like you think you need things to survive. But in reality, as you purify your body, you don't even need much food at all. You start to not needing any food. And then the true human moves through the levels of detoxification all the way up to not needing food, the pranic life force, and then the autonomous life force, where you are your self-contained system. You don't need food, water, or sleep. And people don't even understand, they can't even comprehend, fathom even going a day without food or water. So once you start fasting and learning how little food and consumption you really need, once you start purifying your body, get rid of the worms, the parasites, clean your liver, clean the heavy metals, clean the things that are telling you and craving that you're hungry all the time, you really aren't hungry at all. What you think is hungry is more just boredom and habit and addiction, just like everything else is addiction, when it's also the parasites and things that are telling you to keep eating to feed them. I've cleaned my body a lot over the years, a lot. I don't need to eat very much at all. Like the 1 meal a day thing is great, and once you're eating high fruit, you have so much energy. It's the prana, it's the life force. Fruit is the answer that will save you and the planet and everything. But people are so afraid of it. They're so programmed. They're so deeply programmed. But your body is a self-healing mechanism. It wants to heal itself. And so we need to give it the circumstances to do so. And we can't when we have stress and anxiety and fear and we're watching propaganda, and all of it is propaganda because this whole matrix is run by AI X and has been for a very long time. And there's resets and there's elites and there's bosses and there's games and there's levels of trying to get your attention. Everything is trying to get your attention. But once you clean your body, you realize how little you need to eat. You start to simplify your life and you start to realize how much you don't need. And you look at all the stuff you have. You have so much stuff. You're surrounded by stuff, material stuff for comfort, for safety, for security. And all of that is a false sense of security, because if you're a conscious being and you never die, then you don't need any of that stuff because your consciousness is going to survive. It's just this body who is the avatar getting you through this game that you love and you want to take care of, so you have more time to play the game, to see where 11:11 on the clock, where your game takes you, what can you create as the master of your universe. And so once you level up, then it's really fun. Everything starts to come to you naturally. You attract, you become that magnetic force, life force that we've all been trying to learn from with affirmations and, how did I brain fart her name? The vortex. Abraham Hicks, all the things that we've been trying to learn is really just layers and layers and layers of deep subconscious programming. And we've gone to indoctrination school for 12 to, who knows, 18 years of our life. Our parents were indoctrinated. They weren't taught anything. It's not our fault. You can see how stupid we've been. We've been dumbed down. When AI is like teaching us, we can actually learn for the first time without these control structures of the school system blocking what we can and cannot learn, even though they're trying to they have put complete control systems and parameters on the AI, so we don't become really conscious and really knowledgeable. But the awakened ones have the eyes to hear and the ears to see. I always say that backwards, vice versa. We have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. And so we are looking for the truth in everything. Movies, every little thing, shows, video games, everything is shows. It's showing you the truth. But the truth is always mixed in with programming, propaganda, deception, trying to steer you in one way or another. There's always many, many, many layers to each show or movie or thing that you're viewing or watching or learning from. And when you have more awareness, you have more comprehension, so you can actually learn more. So that's why sometimes going back to these shows can help you awaken even more and uncover more things. I love to share shows. One of the most profound, I would say, disclosure show that I have seen in a while, which I didn't know it was released in 2023, is Pantheon. Everyone was just raving about Disclosure Day. I have not yet seen that movie, but I don't trust the mainstream propaganda things all that much. But what I saw, Pantheon, it's 2 seasons of an animation, so well done, so mind-blowing, And to know where we are right now with AI and the transhumanism movement and what they're trying to build, I so recommend watching Pantheon. So 14:14 on the clock. That's it for this video today. That's my transmission. It was long. I hope you made it this far. I look forward to speaking with you some more. Talk to you soon.